ba 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 ba. Hi, hi. Hi, thank you for your hip pass swiper. How is everybody? How's everybody's day been? Hello, hello. Who's ready for more Dungeons and Dragons, more Dungeons and Dorks? uh, as you can see, is Sunny, Poco, Austin, and then me. And my character on my head is Aster. It's my boy. But how is everybody? How's everybody's day been? Sorry I have not been able to stream it all this week. I wanted to stream yesterday, but then I literally had something come up last minute. I'm like, well, fuck. So then I could not stream yesterday. Of course, now can stream today. Enjoy Dungeons and Dragons today. I did have a surprise for y'all yesterday, but you're gonna have to wait till next week on Thursday for me to show you that surprise. So yeah. Hi Ava. Hi Swiper. Hi Sunny. Hi Austin. Hello. Hee hee hee. I'm gonna undeafen and unmute. So yeah. And 3, 2, 1. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You guys can't hear them because for some reason the Discord audio fucked up, but just... They didn't even hear that. I just pop in and all I just hear is them arguing back and forth. Eat the squid. Eat the squid. I'm not eating the fucking squid.
Fuck!
What the fuck was happening?
That for the fucking... We planned that for the funny for the stream, and it just didn't fucking work because you fucked up the audio.
I didn't. The audio fucked up itself.
Well,
it has a horrible habit of whenever after stream, it'll randomly not connect to the VC next time, even though I don't change which VC it should connect to. Bitch.
Anyways, for context, chat, I'm eating calamari and I'm also eating ramen and crab rangoons because there's a hibachi and ramen place that is nearby my place.
And while Cinder was deafened, Sunny was going, you want some? I was like, never had it, probably won't like it. She's like, come on, eat the squid. No. And she was like, wait, what if we do this? What if we keep this bit going for when Cinder undeafens?
So it's back and forth. You both were screaming, eat the squid. I don't want to eat the squid. You were just screaming that at each other back and forth?
Yeah.
Crazy assholes.
Wait, you're crazy
assholes. You
love
us.
One moment, mi madre is calling. One moment, mi madre is calling me. I'm back. My mother just wanted to be sure I had a pulse. Also, Sunny's dancing.
That's his fault. What
do you mean your mother wants to make sure you have a pulse?
She checks on me sometimes, be like, you have a pulse, right? You're alive, right? I don't need to worry about anything, right?
Okay. Fair enough.
It's just the usual check-in.
Otherwise, do you want to do like that little surprise thingy?
No. I have to set it up. I can't just show the surprise. Yes. This is just something I could just do. Ava, this man's trying.
Okay.
No, you asshole. By the way, we are waiting for Poco to get back. We are kind of just so we can chit chat a little bit and everything, talk about the campaign or anything. Before Poco gets back.
That motherfucker went on. The man's went on an impromptu shopping trip.
Got dragged onto it by his parental figure.
Yeah, he had
No,
no
he
choice.
just decided to go shopping. He just decided to get shopping.
Oh yeah, totally. Like
Oh,
5
he
minutes
did?
before stream, he just totally decided to go himself.
Yeah.
He did not get dragged out.
Remind me, I'm just going to go to the marketplace and buy myself some good old snacks. Ah, yes, Frodo's, lovely.
And in the meantime, I'm
Photos?
eating some food.
I was trying to think
Sonny
of a
got hooked
funny
up
name
with
for like
ramen,
Doritos or
crab
something.
ragoons, and calamari.
Yeah.
And I was hooked up with 2 ham cheese sauce and jalapeno toasties. They were very nice.
I have
but-
cinnamon. I have cinnamon bread and homemade pizza. I made both myself.
Cannibal.
I have never hid the fact I was one. I don't know why this shocks you. Everybody else knows. Shouldn't shock you.
But
Oh, God.
I am also hooked up with some Dr. Pepper Blackberry because I bought it myself.
I have water with lemon flavoring.
I can also say confidently that I can thank my old roommate Chicken for bringing me to get my food.
Yeah.
Because if
Zella's
not, then I
also
would have
kicked out the room.
paid like 20, maybe like up to
Damn.
20 extra bucks on Uber. And
By
by
the way-
that I mean getting an Uber to drive me there, and then I pick it up and then I go back
Ah.
because the place doesn't have Uber Eats.
Or DoorDash.
So this is the reason Sonny was dancing. This motherfucker's the reason Sonny was dancing. Just
What the fuck is that?
You never
it's
heard
the
that
thing
name?
of it's the thing of like
No.
you're a short motherfucker and nobody likes
Nobody
you.
likes
you.
You're short.
Sure.
It was so
It's the thing that comes
staticky.
before that.
It didn't it was so staticky and stuff. I couldn't even hear it really.
Focus here. I got a message.
Me and my boy's gonna mess you up. I rolled a run.
I rolled a
Fuck.
one. Fuck.
Bro, try to decide whether I want to order Culver's or not because the burger sounds so good right now. Honestly, I'm more in the mood for. Wait, I could make homemade French fries.
Ooh.
Coco is here
That-
though. He is messaged in the no mic.
They're dawning
Focus.
upon me.
Focus. There's pizza on your focus.
Wait, did this? Ugh.
What?
Oh, Poco wants to know what music to put on, and then we can recap and start the session.
Indeed, and Coco, for the music that we would like to play, I would like you to play. I believe. Let me check my fucking playlists so I can check the fucking name. Totally prepared for this. Totally.
Totally.
Oh, yeah,
Totally
I'm
prepared.
10% prepared.
My face when I'm late, and even I'm more prepared.
Yeah.
Shut the
Fuck you.
fuck up, you shopping bastard.
I needed to get milk, and also I wanted to get myself a drink. Okay.
Well, then you could have just milked the cow in the backyard.
You don't have a cow in the backyard. Wait.
My
No.
dad does.
I'm
You
not in
milk the cow.
Australia.
You go milk the cow, Mr. Australian.
No.
Anyways, Polka, I would like you to play Medieval Market. No, actually, Limbo.
No.
Limbo.
I say medieval market like at night.
No. Why?
Oh god, that's
Okay.
ominous. That's kind of mysterious.
I also, can I just say before we start, I love the fact that I keep my camera on for this, for the sake of the fact that I can do whatever the fuck I want and I can react however I want. And you won't have just my voice to be implied of what's going on.
I'll be honest, I
He's
mostly
talking
don't
about
see.
us, not the stream.
I'll be honest, I mostly
Yeah, for
don't
chat.
see.
I have
because-
my camera on for chat.
yeah,
not
to
chat.
be To be honest, I don't really look over
Claire.
there because I'm balancing everything else. So it works on Austin and on Poco.
Oh, you can't see this pretty little face.
You have a pretty well face, but I got balance stuff.
Okay.
Also, put the stream message at the top, please, Austin, my dear mod. Remember, Cinefocus is
Right.
But it is time.
Might
and
wanna
we
wait till the clickety
begin
clack
where we
stop
left
from my
off.
mod.
I'm sorry, but I'm typing, bitch.
Oh. Hee hee.
T and
There you go.
perhaps even E.
Okay.
The T and
Austin.
perhaps the
Austin pinned it. We can continue now.
indeed.
I'm
And
not
now
done typing.
on the last
Now go.
episode, I'm about to beat you with a walk.
Oh, magically, Atreus has ended up dead. We no longer have a paladin.
I cast iron.
A lightning strikes Atreus in the middle of the night. He is no longer with us. But we begin on the last time of Lost Mines of Phandelver. It began with a bittersweet-ish reunion between Aster and his elder sister. And over time of figuring out, she was very insistent on bringing him home. For one reason or another, she was still very, very insistent. And over time, everyone began to notice some things being odd between her behavior and as well as her reasonings. To the point where at one point in time, she lunged out at Aster, claiming that he was a duplicate, as if to attack him. Before getting stopped and dragged to the police station. Many theories were made, but a lot of conclusions centered around an individual by the name of Darwin Desmond. And thus, in addition, began the plans to evacuate the city, to evacuate the town. Realizing that it's getting way too big in order to not try to keep all of its citizens safe. Finding a new interesting individual along the way, hiding in the trash, before getting everyone else settled into the tavern.
Rat child.
Rat child.
Wait, Sonny, do you have the owlbear open?
I do.
Oh, I didn't say it for me. Little red child, rat in disguise.
And with this in mind,
Sexy fish man.
all the individuals begin heading to their rooms to sleep. Or at least all that remain in the tavern.
While also planning to take shifts.
And with that in mind, how do you all situate yourself in order to sleep? Including with the company of Levi, and as well as Earthriku and Catherine staying in the tavern that night.
Ooh.
Oh god, the music.
Why does it all of a sudden feel like we're in Agrabah?
It's limbo.
But Aster is I remember we had come up with a plan. Aster is keeping Levi in his room with Kane. And Atreus was gonna take the first watch, and then Jet would take over since Jet needs the least amount of sleep out of everyone. And Catherine and Afriku were gonna stay in Atreus's room.
Alrighty. Atreus, you begin to head to your room. You know,
Waddling down the promenade as usual.
walking down the promenade.
Ooh, wait, but we probably should do something with Butter Cookie and Hungy too to watch the bottom floor. Mimics would be good for watching out.
Do you mention that to them?
I will say that Aster, upon Levi, because I remember Levi had to go take a bath. Well, during that time, come down, and inform Jet, and tell him, I just thought of something while Levi's getting ready for bed. I recommend having Hungy look out for anybody coming in during the night on the bottom floor for us.
That's a good idea, darling. I'll sit behind the counter just in case, as well.
It might be better if you watch the hallway, or have Hungy watch the hallway. Somebody on the bottom floor, somebody watching the hallway.
Fair enough. And Jet will go over to Hungy and Butter Cookie, tell them to keep watch of the bottom floor, and then go to the hallway.
You see Butter Cookie specifically just peek out before forming a little hand and giving a thumbs up.
That little scrungle creature.
Oh, so cute. But you know, Aster,
Scrungle.
little scrunkly. Aster goes right back up, and gets the child ready for bed.
You realize that the moment you left to give him let him take a bath, he's out in a really oversized towel. He's just I'm done. Clearly not done.
Yeah,
Aster's
clearly not done.
Aster's
This
just
kid clearly in there for maybe 5 seconds.
Aster just puts his hands on his hips no, you're not. Back into the tub, young man.
How?
Let's see, you didn't use soap, you just splashed water on yourself. You didn't clean behind your
I was supposed to use
ears.
soap?
Yes, you were supposed to use the soap.
Ah.
He literally starts he's shoo back into the bathroom, finish your bath
Fine,
properly.
okay.
And gets him into the back room, closes the door, and he stands nearby so that he can be there to help the child.
Alrighty. And Atreus?
Atreus walks with Cafe Afriku, and he opens the door to his room, looks
As
back
you
at them and
open the
says, puts the hand on the door on the handle first, and he says, "Just give me a few minutes. I need to get changed so I can have the first watch, and then you can come in."
Alrighty. And the moment you open the door, you see. Let me just check. Make sure you see Nisha, head hanging over the bed, panicked look on her face, and she has just Alex by the scruff, as the cat as he's just going.
Just trying to keep the cat from dying. I will say, kitten can fall off a
Good
bed and be
lord.
surprisingly okay.
I would know. At my dad's place, I literally swat the cats off the counter and they just like fall onto their feet and they're fine. They just walk away.
I have to say you should. What the fuck? Maybe close
So
your
about him
door.
trying to go Super Saiyan earlier. My door is closed. It is. It's open.
Damn. Maybe go
You
close
need to
He's
it.
gonna
scream
be
at-
like-
scream at your brother to shut up.
He's-
You're streaming.
No, he's gonna be like, "Don't close my door. It's hot." Because it is hot.
Ah, he sucks.
And he's
Like,
getting hot-headed because he's playing Rainbow Six Siege.
don't buy a fan like the rest of us. Yeah.
He does have a fan. He's just a little fucking bitch.
Damn, siblings. What can you do?
I don't know. Anyway,
Just Alice just
yeah, it's like fucking flailing, screaming.
Yeah.
Atreus walks in and picks up Alex from, I'm assuming, Nisha's mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex from Nisha's mouth and looks at Nisha and says, "What happened?"
She's just like in a like clearly like shaking like Jesus, like it's like a case of like she was clearly stressed, and she just in draconic just goes, he keeps trying to jump off the bed.
Atreus looks at Alex and just like looks in with the look of like, why the fuck are you trying to hurt yourself by jumping off of this bed that is like 4 times your height?
And like you see Alex just trying to climb up you.
Atreus walks back to because the door's still open. Atreus walks back to the door and hands Alex to Earthriku. He just goes, because like Earthriku was the one holding him earlier. Now there's a fucking dog. Do I need to put do not disturb on my fucking room? What is he barking at?
Your family has decided today is the day they choose to be loud.
Well, pull out the clip.
Fuck's sake.
Jenny the dog just goes.
He's not shutting up.
Just the chaos.
What the
Okay.
fuck is going on?
I'll figure out what's going on. You can give me like 5 minutes.
Hope you have 5 minutes to discuss things.
This
Cat,
is a song
meow.
that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Yes,
Oh, so
people
just put- Oh, wait,
started
Ava, you
singing
have a
and not
good
knowing
point.
what it was, and will continue to sing it forever just because this is a song that never
Never
ends.
Stop.
Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
Stop. You're going to give me
People
a
started
migraine. Stop.
not knowing what
Stop. I will mute you, damn it.
Well, there's your clip for you.
My DM, everybody. But I will tell Austin that when he gets back, Ava, to put Crisp on. Oh my god. Tonight, we haven't really had a scuffy wuffy D&D night, but now we have, and it's funny. I heard that crunch. Crunch on a crab ragoon over there.
Oh, wait.
I was right.
ASMR.
Tonight, it's food ASMR instead of Dungeons and Dragons. We've decided that delicious food ASMR is much more palatable, and that's why she just burned her mouth.
No, I took to make of a bite.
Dumbass.
Fuck you.
Mwah.
And yes, I'll
Mwah.
turn Crisp on. That he gay fucking fish man.
Stop it! Bring it back, you asshole!
I just dragged him away. Calm your tits. Don't get your tits in a twist.
No. Stop messing with the hot fish. Only me and Sunny can do that.
Speed smooch.
How do I sound?
You sound fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, we ready now?
Yes.
Okay, now continue. What were you doing with the cat?
Because Athrika was the one that held Alex earlier. Trace just holds, like, passes him back to Athrika. He's like, "Yeah, have your little friend."
Okay, thank you.
Um,
The moment you close the door, you just hear Alex screaming like a maniac.
it's like Eric Cartman. It's like,
Meow! Meow! Meow!
okay, that's Toad. There's a cat. But Atreus starts like changing out of his like nice suit and starts getting his armor back on. And how long is that meant to take? Like 5 minutes? Like a minute?
Let me check.
'Cause I forget. I don't have it written
check.
down.
Time it takes to put. What kind of armor do you have?
It's chainmail.
Chain
We should have bought you some
Mail.
plate mail.
armor.
I mean, flavor text is plate mail. But in reality, it's only chainmail.
About 15 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
So wait, is it plate
It's
mail in the
fif-
game or chain mail? Because they have a different
No.
AC each.
No. I flavor text it and draw it as plate mail, but it is this chain.
Okay, then we gotta buy you plate mail. We have
Alright.
the money to. We should.
Still 15 minutes and he goes,
Yep.
um,
And,
And-
Jet, I imagine you can just hear this from like down the hall.
Aster hears it from down the hall.
Yet in his meditation hears this and is just, what I do for these people.
what I do for these people I met earlier today. But Atreus, like, opens the door and stands to the side. And like gestures for Catherine and Osrico come in and says, "Come on."
They walk on in. Alex kind of like flailing his front paws towards his. Is like,
Atreus holds Alex for a second, like quickly, like basically he's like goes yoinks him from Osrico.
Alex immediately calms down, but is also still like pawing towards you as if to get closer. Mainly
He
closer
just
to
holds him against the hair
head.
or head. He holds him like closer to his face, just in the one hand.
Paw right on your nose.
Atreus like this has a little smile before placing him back on the bed, and then looks at Catherine and just says, "Make yourself at home." Points to Nisha, just like how do you say this? Like points to Nisha. She was Oscar's, speaks Draconic, and you two can use the bed. I'll figure something out.
Alrighty, thank you.
And he just gives a nod before walking out and closing the door.
Alrighty.
And starts to head down and outside.
And Master, in the meantime, soon Levi walks out and is just like, okay, now I'm actually done.
Gives him a like looks over, make sure no dirt on him or anything. He's like, okay, good. I'll take you to my room, and we'll get you ready for bed.
He looks back at like the bathtub. It's like the water's just fucking brown. Like you've been
Is
mopping
it?
the floor with like a dirty mop.
Yep.
Aster's just like, I'll have to clean that up before I go to sleep, or Trixie will kill me.
Isn't that illegal?
It's a figure of speech, little one. A figure of speech. Come on, let's get you ready for bed.
What's a figure?
And like, brings him to his room so he can get dressed and ready for the night for sleep. He's like,
And like you bring him up over to the room and it's just like, so what now?
you get dressed and go to bed.
He like just pats his like shirt and it's just like, this is the only thing I got.
He's like, I would say during a time when he was washing up, Aster was trying to clean it the best he could.
Yeah, but there's still many stains.
He has nothing else to put him in, so he's just gonna have to deal with it, sadly.
Yeah.
So he hands him back his shirt after cleaning it as much as he can. He's like, we're gonna get you a new shirt in the future. For now, I cleaned up your old one as much as I could.
I mean, I can see. Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll share the bed. Kane will sleep at the foot of it.
He's not gonna kidnap me again, is he?
No, he will not kidnap you. In fact, he's gonna be a
Wakes up
guard
in-
pup.
wakes up in the morning. Kane's just like, he is mine.
just has the kid in his mouth again.
No, he's
Like-
sat on top of him. He's like, my prize.
No, Levi's being fucking smothered.
Yep. You
But
don't have to spoil my plans, Austin.
Shut up.
but Aster says, "Well, shit, he's not gonna kidnap you. Kane's going to sleep at the foot of the bed, and I promise you, he's not gonna run off with you or anything. He's in fact going to be acting more like a guard pup tonight.
Okay.
So if anything happens, he will keep you safe. And if anything happens, I will keep you safe."
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, let's get you tucked into bed.
He does walks to the opposite end of the room before doing a full tackle jump on the bed and belly flops and nearly scorpions over the opposite side.
Imagine Aster's just he sits there, he's like, actually not sure what to do, and he's like, you know what? Let's just get you tucked in. Because he's not sure what to do.
And then he just falls into an actual proper spot on the bed.
Aster goes over and makes sure he's properly tucked in. He has covers and everything. And then he doesn't feel safe really changing out of his gear, so he's gonna at most he's gonna just chill out with his gear in case anything does happen in the middle of the night.
Alrighty.
At most he'll take his belts off and put them off to the side. And of course he'll make sure Kane's situated at the foot of the bed
And Kane will do so.
Yippee!
With all of this in mind, Atreus, I'm going to need you to make me a perception check.
What, me?
Yes.
Yep.
Because you are taking first watch.
Watches take perception
Oh, yes.
checks.
All right.
Oh, Zeke is in chat. Hi, Zeke.
Hi, Zeke.
All right. That's not even a 20. That's not even a D20. That's a D12. Oops.
Wrong dice.
I mean, hey, I got a 20.
Shit.
Nice.
So that's a 21 because I have a +1 as well.
He's on fucking guard. Atreus said,
All I,
nah.
all I see is this. It's the auto running back and forth.
Well, I will say this. When it comes to you being out, whether you are inside, whenever you go back inside to check around in case anybody decided to break in from a place you didn't see, or you're just standing outside, the most that you do hear throughout the night was, at least in the beginning, Alex just like going every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
But as well as, Hungy kind of dragging herself around, keeping watch, and you hearing the scraping of the chest dragging itself around.
I will say, this is how Atreus, stood. He stood outside the door. His warhammer's the head of his warhammer is on the ground. His hands are rested atop it, and he's just stood there, just kind of stoically, kind of. It's kind of sitting there, and he's not if someone were to try and move him, he's not gonna fucking he's like a fucking statue.
Alrighty. You do, however, notice something in the sky. Which for a quick second,
Giant flying sheep!
Check for me.
Giant flying sheep in the sky.
Make another
Is that another
perception check, dingus.
Not perception.
That's a.
Oh wait, what was it then?
History.
You keep cutting out. Oh, history. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So, I mean, I already rolled the dice. It's 18 plus 1, so that's 19.
If you remember on your little brochure beginning, when it came to all the stuff that's going to be happening when you first arrive, one of the things I mentioned is multiple different showings for the northern light show.
Aurora Borealis.
The Aurora Borealis, but that's not what it's called here.
Yeah.
I believe I don't remember what I called it because it's been so long. I believe it's called the Skylights.
I think that's right.
And you do notice that it was not supposed to happen this night. It was actually supposed to happen tomorrow. And as well as 3 extra days from now.
That is mysterious.
But you do notice, if you were to look towards the top of the mountain, a little section of these lights happening at the very tip of the mountain.
I'm so glad it's not like Chris, my brother's losing his mind.
Oh,
He's just screaming, it's help me, please, help me, please.
Oh, no, son,
He
didn't.
And if you'll remember from before, you do know one thing. You do know that, at least from the explanation that is given in the brochures, the reasons why those lights happen is because of a large amount of Drudaic energy. And that large amount of Drudaic energy giving a little bit of a glimpse to the plane of dreams. Or at least that's the theory given in the brochure. And you know that the one that's happening 3 days from tomorrow is going to be theorized to be the biggest set of lights to appear in history. Meaning it's going to have a lot of Dredaic magic. And you also do know one thing. You do notice Roya walking towards the door.
I'm just saying. Roy's still connected to ice.
Yeah. Roya's still connected to Iceland.
Can someone help me disconnect?
I got it.
I-
There you go.
And you do notice that Roya has a slight green tinge to them and a slight glow.
Atreus, like, initially when looking at the lights, he just looks at them in a little bit of wonder and just like, wow, these are still really cool. But also, after a moment, is like, these aren't supposed to be happening yet. These are meant to be happening tomorrow and then later. Then, like, as notices the things from the mountain, just kind of looks over there for a second, and then notices Roya. Sees Roya's like, oh, hello, little one. And, like, kneels down. Why are you glowing?
You do see Roya looking at you before looking back at the door and phasing right through it.
If it will follow.
What, from inside or outside?
Phasing right through to the outside.
Because Atreus, oh, that's
Atreus
that's the
is
bit.
outside.
Yeah, Atreus is outside.
Oh, wait, then why are you posted here? I was confused for a second.
I'm over here.
It
He's
says you're right
agreed.
here on my end. I need to reload.
Nah, he's in
Yeah,
front of the door
refresh.
on my end.
I don't know what was up with my end then.
Wah, wah,
yes,
wah.
I can look right through the ceiling and see the sky.
So then let me quickly reword that. Instead of like the order of you seeing Roya and then
I'd say
phasing through
instead
the
Roya
door.
had phased outside and then he hadn't noticed, and then she phases back inside.
Nope.
Nope.
You notice that she phases outside.
All right, so let's redo this.
Uh,
So Trace is stood there, and we'll say Roya bumps into his leg. And like this startles him. It looks like his head basically like snaps towards Roya, and sees him say, "Oh." Nielsen is like, "Hello." Gives like a little scratch under the chin, and then sees the glow. Like, why are you glowing? How did you get out here?
just looking at you before running on along this way.
No.
No, they're with the kitty.
You see his little
You do notice also that the farther that Roya walks away,
little
the
footprints.
more of that glow you notice. Before Roya kind of just disappears behind some trees.
Trace looks on in confusion before Roy disappears, and then he just kind of shrugs off, just like, eh. something to do with Iceland. Iceland got, I think, a weird cat. So let me just keep watch here.
Weird druid cat, as he likes to put it.
Soon,
Funny
your
little,
hours-
funny little druid cat.
soon, your time is up. Or soon your watch is over. What do you do?
He doesn't do anything. He waits for Jet to come out and take his watch outside. He just stays there so that there's not no one outside.
Jet.
Yes, darling.
It's time for your watch.
Well, obviously I was waiting for that. Jet just kind of gets up, goes... Well, I guess he's outside. And goes outside.
You notice the same thing in the sky.
Well, I'll be. Do you have any idea what that is?
Thing.
Awesome.
Also, hang on, is it druidic or Judaic? Or is Sunny just saying it wrong?
Druid. I don't care. It
I
is
should say,
spelled and meant to sound any differently. I call it Judaic. Fight me
I
on
say,
it.
I say, just do whatever the fuck you want. We get what you
Technically,
mean, and that's
it
the
is-
important thing.
We get what we're saying. What you're
Uh.
saying. Just to answer you, Austin. Technically, it's Sunny saying it a different way. It's supposed to be
Alright.
Dick, but Sunny says it Judaic.
Atreus goes, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. No, Atreus just looks up, he's like, some sort of druidic energy coming from the mountain, I'm pretty sure. But it's not meant to happen tonight. It's meant to happen tomorrow.
Do you think there might be something influencing it?
Maybe. Not
I mean,
sure.
I for one am curious enough that if we can muster the energy to do so, I'd like to investigate. Because he's just gonna check a timepiece. There's a few hours before I have to go collect other things from the shop.
Collect the things from the shop, motherfucker. You're gonna be watching the tavern.
Not only that, but the top of the mountain is known to be exceedingly dangerous. We were told that.
It is also known for having a lot of fucking storms.
Yeah. We are prepped for that.
I guess it's just longing for something that you can't have then. I'll stand watch, you go inside, get some rest. I'll cover both you and Asta, considering my 4 hours is enough to cover me.
He just gives a nod and walks past him through the door.
Boop doop.
In the meanwhile, while you give me a perception check, Falco, Atreus, you walk back over to your room and you do
He
notice
walks-
something on Iceland's door.
What do I notice?
A little note.
What does the note read?
So this is how y'all decided this. I had a sneaky suspicion.
Yeah. I heard something. Someone. A voice at the top of the mountain. I had to go looking. And that is where it ends. As well as if you were to flip to the back of the paper, it would say, I'm so sorry.
Aw.
Atreus looks both like directions in the hallway before looking back down at the note. And he just like nods his head. It's like all right. So that's a thing. and then goes to his door and slowly opens it and walks in very like as quietly as possible, closes it behind him, as to not wake the others if they have fallen asleep.
You notice that Earth Riku is like kind of like the way he's laying in bed was kind of indicative to him, just like as if he tried to stay awake and keep watch, but he clearly passed out, like just laying.
He's like kind of
bed.
sat up.
Aw.
Yeah, he's like sat up.
Also,
Yeah.
for you, Sunny, that perception check is an 18.
Good to know. And Catherine is kind of just resting peacefully. Nisha kind of curled in really close to her, and Earth Riku, well, you don't know how it got there, but there's just like a big bowl that is like meant for fruits just on the nightstand, and Alex is currently sleeping in it.
Bro said I'm fruity. Yeah.
Fruity.
The cat's a bit fruity.
We love our fruity cats.
It's Nanaka in disguise. She's back, ladies and gentlemen.
As a cat.
Literally. Anyway, Atreus doesn't disturb any of them. He just places the warhammer, like the head of the warhammer, on the floor and leans it against the wall. And
Roll like a sleight of hand to see how much noise it makes.
didn't even like. I hit the edge of the dice tray. It fell off. Oh, well, that's a 12, but hang on, I'm getting the fucking phone call. God damn it!
He is having one hell of a fucking night.
Interruption counter.
I feel like we need one at this point. What is this, number 5 or 6?
4, actually.
Oh, you've been keeping track. Hey!
Because it was Hoka being late, then the brother, then Jerry, and now this.
She's been keeping track, people.
Also, Zeke, I saw what you said in chat. It is not a phase. I don't care if it's supposed to be pronounced Judic.
I love how you called it how you basically just called Sunny the alt girl. That's funny. I still find this hilarious. Just Levi and then Aster, Father Ark.
It's not a phase.
Judaic is not a phase, Zeke. It's not a phase. You just wouldn't understand. You'd never understand.
You know who else never understands?
Your mom! I can't tell if you're
Are you doing the
laughing or
Squidward laugh?
dying. I can't tell if he was laughing or dying.
Zeke, you are Ms. Dark Fantasy. I've read your lore. Your lore is pretty dark.
Uh, oh, Austin's back. We can continue. Do that sleight of hand check.
Slide of hand. How much? What goes into that? Okay, that's +2, so that's really 14. I assume it's just like.
Yep, it's just like a simple. Doop, doop. And luckily for you, nobody wakes up.
I roll a 1, the warhammer. I just slam the warhammer on the floor. It just goes.
Nah, you put it down.
Usually
At first
do
it
that.
seems fine, but then it falls over. It knocks the bowl down. Alex falls in the bowl, jumps up, shrieks. Everybody else shrieks. Nisha shrieks and breathes little ice breath.
Great,
This is
now
what-
all of China knows you're here.
no, but listen, it's like some light thunder. It hits the edge of the bowl. Alex goes flying across the room. He's
Specifically lands on Riku's face.
no, but places it down, makes very little noise, and he then sits down, like leant against the door. Does the door swing inward?
No, it does not. It swings outwards, meaning if you did not close the door, that you would technically fall in. You would definitely fall.
That's dumb. Bedroom doors swing inward, not outward. Damn ice chlorine.
Zeke, no! Do not drink the melting wax.
Hydrate with this melting wax I found. Jesus.
Bad girl. Bad Zeke.
Make sure the wax has bee parts in it. That way you know there's protein.
Oh my god. No drinking wax. Back to Dungeons and Dragons.
So then Trace doesn't sit against the door, he sits against the wall next to the door and tries to stay awake for as long as he can to make sure nothing happens, even though he knows the mimics are downstairs and Jet's outside. He still wants to just stay awake for as long as he can. And I'll roll to see how long he stays awake for.
But,
He doesn't stay awake at all. That's a 1.
the moment you lay your head against the wall and close your eyes for a second to blink, and I'm just gonna word it like this: the next thing you open your eyes and it's morning.
Yeah.
But for the sake of transition of time, and also to answer Jet's related thing. You do, aside from, Hungy moving around inside, all that you notice outside is A, the northern lights, and B, little cat paw prints leaving from the front door.
That's odd. Continues to file nails while keeping watch.
Roll
Yeah.
dexterity for if you do it successfully or if you break a nail accidentally with your file.
The fuck you mean I have to roll sleight of hand to file my nails?
Because
Gotta
it's funny. Okay?
It's got to be fabulous, darling. Fabulous.
It's funny, that's why.
Mod.
That's a 19. Jet
Yeah.
files his nails fine. Thank you very fucking much. I would think
No,
that he would know. He's the gayest one in the group.
It's a
Faster.
19 out of 10.
That doesn't
the
mean
nailed
that
chips.
doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. But I will say
It's like
this.
Atreus when he's trying to throw or catch something, he can't throw or catch it right.
I will say this. Time goes by relatively quickly. And as the sun starts rising and it's into game time around 6 in the morning, you do start to notice, at least towards the town, that guards have begun to walk through the town, knocking on doors. More than likely telling them that there is an emergency and it's time to evacuate. It has begun.
Oh boy.
Time to go get the others.
And Jet will just kind of. Well, I think that's the cue. And he goes in, goes upstairs, and just like opens up Atreus's door. Or not. I'm not going to start with Atreus because I got something funny for Atreus. But going to open up Aster's door, just kind of peek in and like.
What does Jet see?
Aster.
Jet sees Aster laying normally in the bed, nicely in the blankets, and then he sees Levi laying sideways. And the best way I could describe his laying position is he looks like a less harmed human pretzel with how he's sleeping, arms flailed, and also just
harmed human pretzel.
You could have just said human pretzel because I sometimes wake up and my arms are in like fucking wild configurations.
Same with my legs.
But Jet will just try. Asta. Psst. Psst.
And he you see Aster stir awake, sit up, and stop saying psst. He sees Aster stir awake, and he's like, is it morning?
It is morning. Guards are starting to make their rounds. We should probably collect everything and get ready to help evacuate.
Okay, we should get Atreus, Catherine, Earthrico, and everyone up in Iceland.
Of course.
And he'll get up and he'll shake. He'll gently shake Levi awake. He's like, Levi, it's time to get up. He's like, he shakes him a little more firmly. He's like, time to wake up.
slaps your hand, relatively with enough force. He's like, that was a little too much force.
Aster puts his hands on his hips and he's like, I have an idea. As he reaches over and pinches his little ear and says, it's time to wake up, little child.
You mean?
He's like, you slapped my
I
hand.
did.
You slapped my hand, and today's an important day. So I had to make a decision, and the decision I made, I'm sorry, is that I had to pinch your ear.
Meanwhile, across the way, peek in to Atreus's room, and actually is going to enter fully, kind of kneel down next to Atreus, sleeping on the floor. Just, Atreus. Atreus. Atreus!
Okay, so with
You wake everyone up in the fucking room.
Yeah, you forget that there's a woman and child in the bed.
They need to get up anyways.
but anyway,
Still.
with what Atreus, with what you remember wanting to try to stay up as long as you can, and then closing your eyes to blink, and then the first thing that you remember afterwards is hearing Jet scream in your ear, Atreus, and opening your eyes.
It's
Atreus
daylight!
startled. Atreus startled, looks at him, he's like,
Good morning, darling.
what?
It's morning. We need to be ready to help the guard.
Atreus gets up, cracks his back because he's been sag against the fucking wall.
With that yell, though, Jet, you do hear Catherine just kind of shoot awake, just
Poor Catherine.
and then awaken a little bit in fear, and the Earthquake just wake up. It's just jumps up on the bed and holds his fist up and who's here?
Oh, quit your posturing. It's just me.
Or three just blinks at you, and then again, and then he goes to grab a pillow and let me roll something real quick.
Is he trying to make an attack
Does
against
a
me?
does a nat 20 hit you?
Is it just a 20? Because
It's just a 20.
yes, it does hit me.
He slams a pillow. He slams a pillow right in your face.
I deserve that. Doesn't mean I don't. Doesn't mean I regret it. But I deserve that.
And then finally, you hear. From the little Alex in the fruit bowl, as he's trying to claw out, but he can't because the fruit bowl is too big and too slippery.
Bull too big and he too small.
Too
Exactly.
small. Baby too small.
He's just like, you could tell if he could speak English, he'd be screaming.
Every time you go that high pitched, it doesn't
I
pick up
missed
your
him.
voice very well.
No, she's peeking the mic. That's what it is. But Atreus goes over to the bowl and grabs Alex, and gets him out the bowl and just places him on the floor. Before looking back at Jet, and he he just like look at Jet and just say, "Allison's not here."
I figured. She's the one who had the little. Yes, she had the little snow leopard.
Yeah.
I saw the steps outside, so I made a couple connections in my head.
Yeah, and Atreus like holds up the note. Says, "This was on the door." Showed something at the mountain, I think.
The top of the mountain, aka the place that had the Aurora Borealis, and also was known for having a lot of storms.
Well, that's not concerning.
Well, yeah.
Do you think we should go after her?
What did the note say again?
That she went to the top of the mountain, and also that she heard a voice telling her to go to the mountain, and that she was sorry. Pulled to the top of the mountain.
Well, in that case, then we should probably get rid of this. This is gone. Along with this.
And this,
Ah!
where did it go? Rant, rant.
But Atreus, okay, fucking stop. Atreus says to him, "Just we can, but we need to focus on helping everyone first." Okay.
I'll go.
What? I'm
You
sorry.
spaced.
Space.
You spaced hard. You're too busy flipping the boy.
No, I stopped after the second time. I just like zoned out into like I don't know, man.
Into Narnia, but
Your brain went happy, happy, happy up in space.
Man, if my brain went to fucking Narnia, I hope it's not that one iteration of Narnia where they come back Republican.
Oh God! Don't say that! Don't say that! Don't say that!
No.
No. Move past.
I'm laying back really quick because I had a lot of food in my belly full.
well, anyway. Atreus says to Jet, "Just We can go and help her, but we need to make sure everyone gets safe first.
Of course.
And then with his hand, he is kind of slightly shoes Jet.
Why are you shooing me like some kind of animal?
I mean, he is a half kind of dog guy. So
Are you implying something, my good sir?
Touch
You
Are
him!
you implying
dog!
something?
I can't stand your asses.
I'm implying that you are canine.
Man, you're almost as bad as the cat from one of my groups. There's a reason that we have a specific term for him. Called a fucking lick.
Anyway, moving on. Catherine and Earthriku do leave their room ready for the day. And Earthriku and Catherine does go. Me and Earthriku should probably go and prep to evacuate with the rest of the city. It's gonna be a lot. As much as we don't have much, it's still gonna be a bit of a hassle getting there.
My family doesn't want to stop interrupting me, do they? Do they?
Number 5.
By the time my mum actually physically walked in.
A little bit of Monica.
That before Catherine just continues, now before Earthriku just goes. I think she wants you to walk us. I think she's scared we're gonna get hurt along the way.
What did Catherine say? I did not hear what Catherine said.
She was saying, was I not heard? Can
I said my family. I said my family won't leave me alone today, Sonny.
It's so stuffed
Anyways.
tonight.
Anyways,
Sinner, shut up.
Catherine basically said that. Sorry, my nose. She basically said that it's good that Earthriku and her should head to their home so that way they can pack to evacuate with the rest of the town. But that it's going to be slightly a hassle to get there. And it was about to be like, well, so and then Earthriku says it's just like she wants you to walk us and help us. That's basically what happened.
Yeah, Atreus just looks at me saying, I can walk you.
Catherine is you could tell she was about to be like, you don't have to, before she just stops herself and just says nothing. Before Earthriku just goes, yay. I know.
All right. Sorry. God. Atreus grabs the Warhammer off the floor and also grabs Oscar's shield and just opens the door and just stands out the front, and before he closes it, he says to them, just, "I'll be out here, come out when you're ready." And he just closes the door.
They did. They were outside of the room.
They were ready. They didn't really have much on them.
Yeah.
Boy. And Aster, Levi is ready for the day, and so is Kane.
It's like, okay, we're gonna go downstairs, get you both fed, and then we'll work out You going with Catherine or Riku during the evacuation?
Alrighty.
And, he opens the bedroom door and lets the little one and the shark pup go out first, and he follows suit as they make their way
You see,
downstairs.
you see the others in the hallway as Levi's just going, yay. Not Levi. Rodrigo's just like, yay.
He's just like, good morning. Did everybody sleep well?
Besides, Jet's screaming at me.
He's like, why would he scream at you?
It's Jet, what can you expect?
Okay, fair point. Where's...
He screamed to wake him up. It woke us all up.
He was so nice to me when he woke me up. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
you can-
I hit him in the I slammed him in the face with a pillow.
I would say Aster gives a little chuckle. He's like, well, I would too if he woke me up that way.
You just see Levi also going, noise.
Atreus pipes. He's like, yeah, you got the bloody prince treatment.
I don't think it was because I'm a prince. It may have
Still
been
got the prince
because... I think it was because of Ingesters to Kane. This one. Startling him awake probably would have resulted in a bite. But
Yeah, that's fair.
but also, where's Iceland?
Atreus like holds up the note. This was my door last night after I came back from my watch. She's
After,
gone to
like-
the top of the mountain.
Aster reads the note and, sees the back. And he's like, oh. He has, a concerned, worried look. And then he says, as much as I want to chase her, we don't have the time for that right now. But
I said
maybe
to
it's
Jet
for
that
the
we can do it later.
later. But also maybe it's not entirely bad. Remember, she has that heart. The further away she is with it, the better and harder it will be for you-know-who to get his hands on it.
Right.
So for now, I'm gonna get these two fed, and when you both are ready, he gestures to Catherine and Riku, I will send Levi off with you, possibly Kane too, with the evacuation.
Alrighty. This is gonna be a rough
Wait.
one.
After they was so when they get to eventually when they get to the house, would they go back to the inn or would they go for the evacuation?
That is something to know. Yes, if Aster does ask and says, by the way, are you heading straight to the evacuation after you're done, or are you coming back to the inn?
That's gonna really depend on how big the crowd is.
True.
Like if it's gonna be a really big line and a really big grouping, I honestly don't think I could handle being in that big of a group for too long. I'd probably go back to the end to pick people up until things calm down a bit.
That would be smart.
We'd be fast in lines, but
Less
be a
rushing,
little bit
less
safer.
fighting, less people,
yeah,
and less of being
people
a
are gonna be in
target.
panic anyways.
And if there's,
Atreus is fucking tired, apparently.
I think you are.
Oh fuck! Fuck you, not
Contagious.
mid yawn.
But Atreus offers. It's like just in case I can take the kid with us when I walk them there, just in case they decide to stay.
That would be wise. And he says and he looks at Levi and says, you're gonna go with them this morning, okay?
Alrighty.
And Kane will go with you to provide extra protection.
He's not gonna kidnap me again, is he?
He's not going to kidnap you.
Atreus begins to walk down the hallway and like past them and ruffles Levi's hair. He's like, he doesn't bite much.
Considering he's a shark, I assume he bites.
That's just like, he bites bad people.
Fair
It's
enough.
just the joke of like, just like the joke is, hey, I don't. Hey, he doesn't bite much.
My dog don't bite. Yes, he do!
Get your fucking
Hey.
dog, bitch! You don't bite. Yes,
No,
you
no,
do.
no. It is just like that. Hey, y'all got to. Ah! Get your dog.
Yeah.
It don't bite. Yes, it don't.
Yeah.
Continuing on.
But yeah, that is what Catherine and that is the plan as of so far. And now, Catherine asks, "So, what is your all plans to help with the evacuation? I assume you guys are going to be helping that out."
Jet's the one in charge of the evacuation. He mostly is the one with the connections for that. Atreus can help the guards keep things in order. I'll be honest, I don't know what much else I could do. My magic is limited. I could at most help Atreus with maintaining order and keeping an eye out.
Okay. Let's hope that this is gonna be good. We should probably get going.
Now would be a good time to do so.
And you'll split up, and I'm gonna start with obviously the stream layout change for a second. But
Attached to
Atreus.
this one.
Yes. And I may or may not have to quickly get rid of all these. Right. Okay. Y'all are ready to go. And Catherine, Riku, and Atreus, y'all, Levi, and Kane, y'all start heading over to Catherine's home. And Atreus, as you're walking around, you're noticing that like either people are just being informed, not guards are knocking on the doors, or people are scrambling about to pack their stuff and bring some stuff outside. You also see while you're passing some stores, a couple merchants are trying to like desperately save some really important and like expensive pieces of merchandise, so that way it doesn't get stolen.
Mm.
You do see one dude attempt to try to bring out a keg of like some kind of alcohol, and struggling to do so as it can't fit past the front door. And at some point, you do see the building that Catherine lives in, and it's like a 4-person like apartment building that definitely is mainly for humans,
Mm.
or at least non-super tall humanoids.
Hit
And
his head on the ceiling.
no, you definitely, the door frame definitely like you can definitely like slightly slouch under.
All it is just he's like, oh, this is a nice place. Fuck.
You can definitely like you definitely have to like slightly cram your head under the door frame, and like you can feel just like an inch of room between the ceiling and your head.
Atreus like looks up at the ceiling. He's cozy.
And you do get a manage to look around the apartment, and there is not much there. And from like the layout of the apartment, it looks like a relatively well kept apartment. Clearly, landlord keeps up with the fucking maintenance and this shit.
Mm,
But there's also just not a lot of stuff in there.
Mm.
With a smallish couch, a kind of dinky-ish table with a couple chairs, and maybe two other rooms and a bathroom, aside from the living room and kitchen. Yeah, you understand. Yeah, you understand what Catherine means when she says that she doesn't. She's slightly needing money. I saw
Yeah,
somebody
Trace.
spinning Levi.
That was me.
Was he?
Atreus like just has this little look around, and then it's like yells out across the apartment. Just like yells out across the apartment. Just, how long is it gonna take for you to get your shit together?
Maybe 30 minutes.
All right,
damn, what a
get it
mean
done
way
so
to
we can
put
get
it.
out of here quick. Well, he's just gonna be blunt. He's
I
not gonna
know.
beat around the bush about it.
I know, it's just funny.
He's, hey, get your shit together. We gotta fucking go.
But yeah, you know,
Um,
Catherine and Earthriku head to their rooms to start packing their stuff, and Levi's just chilling next to you, and it's just like, dang, and I thought we didn't have much.
Atreus just looks at him. What do you mean?
I mean, my parents had a lot more than this. Gestures to the apartment.
Atreus just like looks around and looks back at him. He's like, really?
Yeah.
And he just like,
staring in the apartment before running inside, and it's just like, I'm gonna check it out.
let me roll. That's a 19. Atreus just grabs him by the collar of his shirt and just, like basically just, like yanks him back.
Hey, let me go.
No, you're staying here with me, not snooping around.
I mean, aren't you just a little bit curious?
I had my look around.
Uh, mischievous child.
Oh,
Come
shit.
on.
But he just like keeps holding on to his like he like pulls him back enough and then just like holds onto his arm.
You're no fun.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
And like about like 15 minutes later, Catherine does come out of her room and like heads towards the kitchen to like pack some food and such.
Yeah. While this is happening, Atreus looks at Levi and he asks, he's like, "So where are your parents?"
I don't know.
What's the last thing you remember?
forgot whether or not I said this in the last session.
You did. It was a whole thing
no.
of his dad got bit, mom got worried. There was a ruckus at a little, what was it, a fair or something in town at the
Mhm.
marketplace. Parents ran off and just left him. Did not look back.
Yes. That. I was gonna be like, oh gods, I forgot whether or not I said this last session. So now I fear I'm gonna be very inconsistent.
No, because I remember we specifically were worried about it spreading outside of Fandover.
So Levi just says that.
Yeah, just,
Um,
just a homeless guy bit my dad, and then they left to go to a hospital.
I just forgot about you, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't care though. I don't need them.
Atreus just looks at him like, how do I describe like the look that he has in his eye? In
Pity?
his non-blind eye,
Sadness?
no, not pity. Yeah, it'd be a little sadness, considering how he lost like his mother and everything. He's like looks at him, he's like, you do need someone, you know.
Yeah, whatever. And at this time, Earthrico goes up to you with like a big backpack, and he's just like, "I got it."
He looks at Riku and smiles. He's like, gives him a smile, and then points towards Catherine. He's like, "Okay, I'll be a mother."
He drops his bag in front of you, and unlike what you expect, because like the backpack looks full, like, but when it hits the ground, it doesn't do like a big thunk. It just does like a kind of like light thud. Clearly, there's
it's
a
like
lot of clothes at the bottom of the bag.
Oh yeah. And Atreus, I'd say he wasn't kneeled down yet, but then he kneels down next to Levi. He's like, "Look at me. Do I look like I don't need anyone?"
I mean, yeah, you look like you can handle yourself.
That's because I have been by myself for 4 years. You've been by yourself for a day. And you're a kid. You need someone.
A little more than
Oh,
me.
shut the fuck up.
Trying to help you.
It's like, it's because I've been alone for 4 years. You've been by yourself for a few days and you're just a kid.
Hey, how old are you?
I try to drop this question. How old do you think I am?
Well, you look old, so 20?
20?
Ah, children and their conceptions of old.
I try to smile, so I'm just, kid, I'm 32 years old.
How are you not dead?
What do you mean? He just looks at him, he's like looks, just like, points to his eye, just like, I haven't made it out unscathed.
Oh, so you're dying.
Oh, this child.
The sassiness of this kid, the lion, the wit, the audacity of this bitch.
This bitch.
It's not even just sass. He legitimately thinks this stuff. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's not the
Yeah.
smartest cookie.
He's not the smartest cookie to crumble.
Smart with peace and love. This child is not the smartest one in the group.
He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Maybe one of the more dull ones.
He's sharp
That-
enough
or,
to
you
be
know,
witty,
maybe-
though.
Sharp enough to be witty, but he's a bit bent. He looks at him like, no, I'm not dying. Hopefully I don't for a while. But you, just take it from me. You need someone. I think Asta can give that to you.
Okay. But he just like looks back inside at like Earth Riku and Catherine, like packing food before he just looks back at you and he goes, "So here's a question: is that your girlfriend?" Because it's kind of obvious if it's not.
Is that what he actually fucking does?
No, I'm trying to think of a way to. How bad's the weather? Hey?
It's cloudy.
It's fucking hot. Atreus looks inside. He's kind of assessing. Honestly, I'm not quite sure. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Like, why don't you just ask her? It's not that hard.
It's not that simple.
It's not.
Not when you're about to go into a life and death situation and you can't guarantee you come out.
His law drops on this kid. Just if I'm about to die and I ask her to be my girlfriend, I'm just gonna fucking break her heart.
Just say you have life stuff to take care of first.
Oh god.
Let's play the no talking game, kid.
Rosa! Zeke!
The naive child who not of the world, baton to the teeth. No, but Atreus just looks at me like, you'll understand when you grow up.
Well, that's boring, but okay. And Earth Riku is
Sure.
just back with a mask and he's just like, "Okay, we're ready to go." And Catherine walks up with like her own backpack and it's pretty full.
Atreus ruffles Levi's head for standing up, and like walking, like leading them out of the building.
And they follow, and like as you're walking away, you notice that one neighbor is literally tossing like different bags up at because like it's 4 buildings in one. So there's like the way I'm imagining is like there's 2 bottom houses and then 1 and 2 at the top with like a walkway and like stairs leading up. I imagine that the way I'm imagining is just from that balcony, there's just someone tossing bags into the snow. To like get it out of the house as quickly as they can. And y'all head to the center to see what the condition of the amount of like people trying to get out of there. And in the meantime, Jet, you just saw that you're back. What you doing? I assume you're heading to the guy who you bought the teleportation circle stuff from.
Yeah. Also, is Evie on the way to that, or would I have to make a detour to go talk to Evie?
I would say that it's like a little bit past, but like not that far.
I will say this. I just remembered we kind of left the cat and Nisha in there. We probably should have taken them.
Yeah, you realize that because I went like this and just went.
Let's just retcon and say that you took the kitty with you and Nisha, just so we don't have to redo the scene.
All right, another half hour.
Shut up.
Anyways,
But Jet will go first to Evie because she's not too far out of the way. It's fine. Knock on the door. Just wait to see if there's an answer.
you go to knock at the door, and as you knock, it like pushes open.
Miss Evie, are you in here?
And you open the door, and it is a massive bookstore, and it has like a very much cottagecore, cozy pink vibes, and so many books, so many.
Well, I know where I'm going to be spending a good portion of money when I'm finished with this whole ordeal.
Do you walk in at all?
Yeah, I walk in.
You walk in, and you walk towards like the counter where all the transactions are made, and you see behind like is like a big bag, like one of those like kind of handheld-ish bags for stuff. And just on top of it is this massive fucking rabbit. Like it looks like it's over 3 feet long, as it's just eating on a dandelion. Just
Just a giant bunny.
It must be the first one of the season.
It's a sloth.
But Jet will kind of wait for a moment, just wrap his fingers on the counter, just a rhythmic tapping, and just wait for Evie.
you kind of just see Evie like holding another like relatively big like kind of like trash bag looking bag in her arms as she has a backpack on her back, and she drops him on the ground and is just like, okay, ready to go, Worm? Oh, hi.
Hello, Miss Evie. I just wanted to stop in, check on you.
Oh, thank you. I'll do the shop, and I'm getting ready to head on out.
Of course. I just wanted to check in on you, make sure you're doing all right. I also wanted to apologize for the events yesterday, the party getting interrupted. I didn't know it was going to happen.
You couldn't have known. It's okay. But I don't know how they're gonna evacuate everybody else, but I know how I'm gonna get out. But as she like kind of like decides to pick up Worm, as she called him, the big rabbit, and like drop the bag on the ground before like kind of like putting the rat worm into the bag.
So
And like weirdly connecting Worm in a harness, so that way they stay in the bag.
So I'm going to assume that your little friend Worm isn't exactly an actual rabbit.
Oh no, they are.
Oh, that is a very large rabbit.
He's from the Prelands. He's called a Flemish.
Oh, I've heard about those.
I call him Worm because he's a bookworm.
Ah, I see. Well,
He knows he's long, and whenever I pick him up, he just wig. He doesn't do anything, and so like she proceeds to pick him up again. He kind of just like chills and like doesn't really do anything, and like she moves him around, and she's just like going whoop whoop whoop.
I see. The reason his name is Worm is because he's a long, long man.
Not the Logman commercial.
But Jet will say, "Well, you are. I assume you're going to be taking an alternative means to getting out, because
Yes.
Well, in that case, I hope you make it out safe, and when you return, I hope nothing's damaged. I can't guarantee that, considering I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not a mind
I
reader.
hope so too.
But when you come back, and if I'm still alive, or better yet, when you come back and I am still alive, I still owe you a good night. An actual good night. Not interrupted by any family drama or panicky situations. Just a nice evening, drinks, a meal, etc.
And that is perfectly okay. Thank you. That's not necessary though.
Well, I mean, I know it's not necessary, but I want to because you're lovely.
Thank you. Well, she like puts Worm in the bag properly, puts on the bag and like carries the other two bags, and it's just like, I should be heading out.
Safe travels.
Have a good day. As she walks on out.
And Jet will walk out and go to the store where he has to pick up all the scrolls.
You see the guy, like once you get into the store, you see the guy that you were like talking to is like he's clearly like borderlining on like about to fall the fuck asleep, but is awake pure due to pure stress. Any of us have had that have that night.
You
Ooh,
all right, good sir?
I got your stuff.
Perfect.
I
Get
need
ready
coffee,
to.
please.
Oh, I have something better.
What?
And let me just help my friend with a little something. I'm just gonna grab a random tankard and I am going to use legendary libation to fill it with basically the best approximation that I can to Red Bull.
Considering that does not exist,
Not just coffee, since
roll
it does
intelligence to
exist.
see how accurate. Huh?
Why not coffee, since it does exist? I would think.
I mean, coffee's good, but I need this man to be highly caffeinated so that he
True.
doesn't fall asleep.
True.
You know, I'm just gonna do like a whole
You're in-
mug, a whole mug of like espresso concentrate, basically.
Like the world's largest long black.
Yes,
Jesus.
and Jet's going to pass it over. Here you go. It's going to be quite bitter, but it should keep you awake for gods know how long.
At this point, I could not care for the taste, and he chugs it.
He also, when drinking, receives a. He has advantage on saves against being frightened for an hour.
Oh, thank you.
He will also no longer need to drink water for the day.
Noise.
Damn, considering what he has to do, that might actually be good in case things go sideways.
Alrighty. Okay, so I got all the teleportation scrolls ready, and yeah.
Excellent. If
All
you
the
could
stuff
hand
that you
them
need
here.
and that you bought, and he like gives you like a crate full of them.
Perfect. Thank you. As Jet kind of like hoists the crate as best as he can. He's not very strong, but he does his best. And then just kind of, I already paid. Is there anything else that you need assistance with before you go?
No, I should be good.
All right. You have a good day, sir, and I hope you make it safe. And I hope that nothing
By the way,
happens
the
to the shop.
captain. By the way, the captain dropped by earlier. He says he told me because you are the ones having the scrolls, because he asked me for scrolls. he told me to tell you that he's going to be in town square, and that's where
All right.
the evacuations are going to be done.
Wonderful. Thank you. And Jet will. Is the door swing in or out?
Out.
Okay, so I don't need to have him get the door for me. I just kind of foot the door open and just, you have a good day, sir.
Have a good one.
And Jet is going to hustle down to town square.
Alrighty, and for everyone who's heading anywhere, actually, now that I think about it, Aster, are you going to be doing anything other than heading down to look for people?
I will say, ooh, Aster actually will stop at two shops on his way there if he can. One being to see if he can grab a backpack, and the other being the clothing store to see if he can grab some quick clothes for a child that's 5 years old.
Alrighty. How fast do you want this to go, or do you want it to be in it, or do you want to do a roleplay thing with it, just to make sure?
Just quick, honestly, because there's not much else to really do besides maybe the clothing shop at most.
How many pairs of clothes are you gonna get?
At least, I would say 4 outfits to fit in the little backpack.
2 gold, 3 silver.
2 gold, 3 silver?
Mhm.
They can just, you know what? Just take the whole 3, just take 3 whole gold. He doesn't have time to do math.
Alrighty.
And, he actually takes one of his sweet tins he got from the fair, and he puts the chocolate one in the backpack as well. And, you know,
Alrighty.
closes this up, tightens it up, and he's like, this will be perfect for Levi. Before heading to the
Alrighty.
town square. Oh,
You notice that there's a lot of people.
I will say is, can I actually grab a potions, by the way, as well on the way there from anybody?
What kind?
Healing like before.
Let me like roll to see whether or not the guy is willing to do service. That's a 2 on the dice, so unfortunately he's not willing to do service at the moment, as he is panic packing.
Fine, we can head to the town square then. It's fine.
So a lot of you notice that there's a lot of people there, but they're surprisingly a lot more organized than you'd expect. And by the time that you get into town square to, initiate the official like helping of like passing people through, you notice that they're like they split into like 5 different sections and like different lines.
Hang on, I just want
And,
to
like-
quickly say this. We would have had first of all, I was AFK. I still had my headphones up. I was AFK getting chips. Second, we would have had a long rest.
This is
Yes,
true.
you would have.
Yes.
Don't forget
So
to
if
do
there's
that.
anything
Real quick.
that
I'll let y'all do
resets-
that.
So our health is full and everything.
So I can't believe Ashton's got 2 more health than Atreus. Fuck.
I have a higher con, man. And I rolled good. I'm sorry.
That's fucked. The twink has better health than the
The
fucking
source-
7'4" guy.
No. What's
He's not a-
bad is that the sorcerer has more health than the paladin.
It's not that bad. I mean, that's really how it should be. Or at least
Really?
the sorcerer
so used to
should
the
have a lot of
paladin.
health.
I'm so used to this paladin having more health than the sorcerer.
Yeah, no. And that's part of the dice mechanic. But it's a thing of, like, in my opinion, sorcerers should still have a lot of health.
They should. You are entirely right. Because we are squish.
They are squish. But yet their magic is based on, like, an aspect of one's personal physical being.
Yeah.
Anyway, not that tangent for now. But with that in mind, like they have like sectioned people into lines and like are making this as orderly as they possibly can. People are like kind of like some of the guards are going through the lines and like writing people's names and like numbers of groups in a family, so that way people can like go in multiple groups at a time and like number the amount of groups that go in at a single time and like make this as orderly as they possibly can. Of course, there's going to be unruly people here and there, complaining, yelling, crying. But as you're going in, it's relatively easy for now.
I'm guessing who gets there first?
I would say basing on placement, Jet.
All right.
Jet, you find in like the center where everybody is. There's a good, decent group of guards like setting up an area to put these teleportation circles and such.
And Jet will kind of, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. I need to deliver this and also assist in setting them up. And Jet will walk up to the captain of the guard. I got the scrolls. We ready to set them up?
Alrighty, how many do we have? In which I will say, for the sake of this, you'll have about
Didn't we say 20?
yes.
All right. I have 20.
Alrighty, I don't think we're gonna need. I'm gonna think we're gonna need that too many up at a single moment. If we want to keep this as orderly as possible, we don't want too much chaos going through, and also we don't want to waste all our resources immediately in case
Of
someone
course.
like divvy out. I think maybe 5 would be a good start.
That's a good way to go about it. 4 waves of 5. That also ensures that
People on the other side have some chance to move people out of the way.
exactly.
Alrighty. Hand 5 out to some of the guards, have them set that up, contact the people on the other side, and make sure that everything's gonna be good.
Of course.
Also, let us know on where these should be located to reach at. Do you have any definitive locations that you want us to have these at?
Honestly, City Square is perfect.
City Square, perfect. City Square of where?
Yeah.
Astara.
Oh, I have a castle. A friend. 2 friends. Edward and Castile. They are relatives of the Empress of Astara.
Alrighty. That's good to know. Have them locate there. Anywhere else that we may need to put some people, just in case we don't want to put the sheer.
They
number
have
amount of
they have
location.
room. Trust me, they have room.
Alrighty. I remember you mentioning getting allies. Do you have anybody else that's willing to help us here?
I could potentially try to contact my mother again, see if she could potentially send some troops our way. But otherwise, I cannot think of too many.
Alrighty. Just wanted to make sure.
Like I said, I can check in with my mother and see if she can spare some soldiers. To at least bolster the regiment here a little.
That'll be honestly beneficial. In the meantime, let's get these all set up.
Close.
And it is at that moment that Aster, because you'd be the second closest, that's when you arrive.
He will head straight to Jet, keeping a little bag just hanging off his shoulder. He'll be like, "I'm here. What can I do?"
You can help set up the teleportation circles and keep people calm.
I can do that easily. And he'll work first on the teleportation circles, as that's what he's best at, and he'll be faster than the average guard or anybody.
Don't let them go off just yet. We're gonna announce the way that we're gonna get people out, and then we're gonna start like sectioning people into from each of the 5 lines into groups of 4.
Of course, I'll be sure they don't sit off. For now, anybody
and also
helping
we gotta
follow
make
my
sure
lead?
that no families are separated.
Of course. For now, anybody helping follow my lead? I know how to set up a teleportation circle.
Alrighty, let's go.
Circle making time. Boo-doo-boo-boo-doo-boo.
Today's a good day to be a
Circle
magic nerd.
making time.
Also, in like while I'm setting up circles, at least one of the circles, Jed is going to ring his mom's line again.
I got your
Biddy,
fucking
biddy, biddy.
montage. We
Biddy,
got a
biddy.
montage.
Biddy biddy. Sonny?
Sorry, I'm answering a message real quick.
Yeah.
What?
Damn it, Kyle.
What was the thing again?
Calling my mom while I set up a teleportation circle to see if she can spare any soldiers. Thinking somewhere around 70 to 100, because that should be a good enough reinforcement for the town.
Already, pull up the universal like sending zone. Ring, ring. Who is this?
It's Jet again. Sorry to call you twice within such a short notice, Mum.
Oh no, you're fine. With the situation you got. So what you need?
I have one. I think I can spare one scroll of teleportation, unless you can send people directly to Fandelver. I need. Do you think you could spare 100 troops to bolster the regiment of guards here?
That can be probably easily done. Yes. And we can probably get ourselves there within the next couple hours.
Perfect. That would be perfect. Thank you, Mum. Love you very much. Tell my sister I say hello, and keep me updated on anything. I do have the means to talk to you whenever you so wish.
Will do. I will let you know. No, though we kind of are slightly putting ourselves on a little bit of a lockdown.
Oh, anything happening?
Um, mainly we just noticed that there's some. Mainly we just noticed that there's a bit more of like, at least in the city, more of like deeper underdark mushroom growth.
Right, of course.
I was informed this morning. So we're putting ourselves on a little bit of a lockdown.
Understandable, Mum. But just send the troops on you can. I will be waiting for them. Otherwise, I will talk to you later.
Alrighty, good luck.
Thank you, Mum.
No problem. Love you, dear.
And said I'm gonna
Love you too,
fucking
Mother.
kill you. I'm gonna fucking murder you, I swear to God.
Those two arguing in the fucking distance. Me. Hi, Mom. Do you have any ibuprofen? I have a headache.
You have any ibuprofen? I have a headache.
Funny you say that. I actually have 2 bottles right here.
Ah, the shaky
What?
shake is loud.
Why do you just have 2 bottles of ibuprofen?
Because I get chronic migraines.
Oh.
Fun fact of the day.
I didn't even know that.
I'm
Fun
prone to
fact, that
migraines.
was so fun.
Also, I apologize
this
for the
is a
loud
Atreus
shaky shake.
vodka.
I didn't think it'd be that long.
But
I didn't think it'd be
I
that
will
loud.
say this: Atreus and the group, you do start walking up, and by the time you get like kind of closest to like where the lines would be, they're like still relatively big, but like not as like compact as like Catherine would have been worried about.
I will say, I'm guessing Aster's helped set up the teleportation circles, and he's probably on one that's like more like one of the ones on the kind of like outskirts of them all. I imagine he sees Atreus in the group, and he like waves him over to you know, tell him what to do and where to go.
In which you do see Aster.
Yeah, Atreus sees him waving, and he walks over towards him. He's like, "Hey, over here."
Hi.
Like saying that to the others for them to walk over to him.
And they follow. Follow.
They
Hi.
follow.
So we have a plan. Captain is gonna send everybody off in groups of 4 in waves. Because we can't send everybody out at once. So So I suggest Catherine, Earthriku, Levi, and can go together as one full group. Nisha and Alex, I don't know what we can do. Maybe they can get away with having them both with them as well, so they can be evacuated as
Wait.
well. You
Hold on, is
can-
Nisha a familiar type? Like, was she a familiar?
yes, actually, I think.
I could
So-
potentially, if she's willing to work with me, I could use her. I have the ability to conjure a familiar, but I've not done it before.
You speak Draconic?
I do believe I do. Let me just remember. I
check
don't
my
speak Draconic.
Let me check my character sheet here, old chap.
Shush, but I don't speak Draconic.
It's not gonna work.
She does
That's
speak
fair.
Common, though it's not her preferable language. Aster does speak in Draconic to Nisha and says, "Would you like to take him up on his offer?"
Could you make a quick persuasion check,
Which one?
Jet, for the offer?
I will do so. I happen
that's
to
like-
be. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm pretty good at these.
He just kind of like Aster. He got them. He got that silver tongue.
That is a 23.
Hold on.
You do see that Nisha definitely considers it, but she definitely seems unsure.
I will say Aster will attempt to help and will say, I will say he is a very kind man. He does care. He holds similar values to Oscar even. Not all, but a few. We could use the help, but I know that's asking a lot from you, Nisha. But we
Worst
would
comes to
appreciate
worst,
it.
I can just cast the spell and conjure myself a familiar. So
Atreus breaks
there
the
is
fourth
not
wall
pressure.
right at the camera. No shit, he has the same things. He's played by the same guy.
Shut the fuck up!
I beat you with 1,000,000-year Big Rock.
Atreus takes 1d4 psychic damage for the breaking of the fourth wall.
Do you want me to roll now for persuasion?
Yes.
So, how is that? 19 plus. Where is my
It's
thing?
plus 19
7.
plus things.
7 for persuasion. So 19 plus 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
26.
26.
I find it funny that you have to count it up.
I'm not good at math.
I know, it's just funny when like I'm with other people who can't just do quick addition. I'm just like done. Like,
Well, I have
it's
to
like
count on my
fucking-
fingers too, so yeah.
I can count in my head. But
I can't.
But
continue.
Sunny, just explode.
Continue.
Blows
I
up your pancake with
apologize.
mine. Blows up your pancake with mine. My fucking
My
pancake.
fucking pan.
But continuing
Anyways.
on.
But you do she does seem she does seem like interested when it comes to the ideas of like helping out before she just kind of just goes in Draconic. Okay.
Aster will say, "Thank you, Nisha. We greatly appreciate it." And he will look to Jet and say in common, she's agreed.
Wonderful. If she could rest on my shoulder while I do this circle, I can bind with her.
She kind of just like slightly crawls up to you before just jumping on your shoulder. And it's clear she's very nervous.
Careful chin scritchies while I do this, and I am just ritual casting Find Familiar.
Or
Specifically to bind to her.
alrighty. And in the meantime,
While that's happening, Aster says to Atreus, you will be in charge of keeping the peace and keeping organization with the guards. You all know what to do, but before you head off, he will take the backpack off his shoulder, go up to Levi and kneel down. He's like, "This is a bag full of nice, fresh clothes, and I even put a little snack tin in there with a treat for you and Earthriku and Catherine to snack on later." I figured pretty much Catherine and Earthriku packed food and everything, and I gave Catherine extra money to make sure she could afford anything extra.
I grabbed also all my savings out of the apartment.
Smart move. He hands the bag to Levi and says, "Please be a good boy and listen to Catherine. Listen to the guards. Don't run off or anything. And stay with Kane. He will keep you safe. Okay?"
Alrighty.
And he pats his, gives him, he pats his head. Gently pats his head. He's like, "I'll see you when you get back, okay?"
Alrighty. And he puts on the bag.
And, Aster smiles before, saying, "Now head off. I recommend everybody head to the line, and Atreus, you go join the guards. I'll continue forming the circles. And, works on the teleportation."
Yeah, he walks them to the line, and before heading off, he looks at Catherine. He's like, "Are you gonna be okay?"
I think we'll be okay. Thank you so much.
I will
see you on
say
the
this.
flip
Sorry, I interrupted. I was gonna say, though, Aster would have also tell them, make sure you tell them you're a whole family so they don't separate any of you.
side. Alrighty. And Kane will kind of stand by your leg, Aster.
He's gonna kneel down and give him a pet and say, "You've been a good shark pup, but I need you to be an even better one today and stay with him," and gestures to Levi. "Can you do that for me, Kane?" He says while he pets
He'll
him.
nod.
"Good boy." Before, rushing back over to the circle and, working
Alrighty.
again.
But what was Catherine saying?
Catherine was saying, "I'll see you on the flip side."
All right, now just give me a second. Now this time I'm rolling to see if Atreus does this. That's a 18. Sonny, you just smile, or you already know what the fuck's coming.
I
Oh
think
my.
I do.
Oh
You
my!
already know what's coming.
All of us do.
Yoshi? Is that you?
Awesome.
Yoshi's in D&D! Holy shit!
What next? Are we gonna find the Super Mario Brothers and the Super Mario Super Show? Which, if you don't turn into, you're going to turn into a Goomba.
That was
Anyway.
the most
Right, now we're gonna
child-friendly
be sued
threat
by
ever.
Right, now we're gonna be sued by Nintendo.
Nintendo, I'm too small and I have no money, please. I'm too broke. I promise I can't afford anything. I'm worthless.
Nintendo, I love your products. Please don't murder me.
We'll purchase the Switch 2, we swear.
I already got Pokemon cards. Please.
the make or break is Pokemon cards.
Hold on. Look in chat.
I love Italians.
Go sit in the corner.
Man, I love
live for
lasagna. I wish
Italian.
Italy was real.
She's
You know what's funny?
Italian.
You wanna know what's funny? I have Italian in me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Part of my mom's
So does
ancestry
Zeke.
is... Hey, yo! fellow Italian ancestry. Kick ass. I was born in Italy. Oh, never mind.
I
You're
was
just straight up
born in Italy.
Italian. I just have ancestry from there. Hey, never mind. I've been out
Excuse
Italian.
me.
Okay, but
But anyway,
Dungeons and Dragons, maybe they did Dungeons and Doorknobs.
you
Yes,
will know what's
what-
coming.
What you gonna do?
That's why I'm
What you gonna
excited.
do?
What you gonna do?
So he picks up a Threeko and throws him against the fucking wall. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Fucking evil ass motherfucker.
Hits him with the fucking invincible treatment.
Oh, watch out! Watch out!
No. Just what? 17 more years.
You know, he started again. Make another kid. Oh, I hit my chair. Wakes her up.
Can't get anything done. God damn it!
Sorry, but but Atreus stood right next to Catherine. And he moves one of her braids out of like out of her face and leans in and kisses her on the forehead before walking away.
Aww.
So cute.
You just hear Earthrika go.
You see
Wait,
her
like-
go.
I can't.
You just hear Levi go, I knew she was your girlfriend.
No, the thing is just like, I knew it, liar.
All right. But Atreus like holstered or like he had like the warhammer on his like back. He like unholsters it and kind of uses it to like has it up like held up by the head so it's not that heavy so he can like kind of point with it. He starts like ordering the guards to do what they're meant to do. He's like if you go there, if you go here, it's doing shit.
Alrighty.
What does Catherine do
She's
after
standing in
that?
line.
Yeah, she
No,
has to stay in
after
line.
that. Like, what does she react with?
You can tell she's like very much blushed in the face and does not know what to do. Does not know what to do. She's just like. But with that, eventually all the portals are made, and the captain does make the announcement. All right, everyone. We're going to be doing this in groups of 5 for each line. Groups of 4 for each line. There'll be 4 waves in total. In the beginning of each line is going to be the group 1, the next group, and then the next group, and then the final group. This should, at bare maximum, take 8 hours. Bare minimum, potentially just an hour. It's going to be a whole process because we've never had to do something at this large of a scale. Well, and you can tell that he is like, kind of like trying to keep his composure, but you could also tell that he is struggling with his words. Everyone will be able to settle down
Shit.
in Astara for refugee. In the meantime, please be patient, please be calm, and work with us. Now, let us go. Open the first set of portals.
And I'll say like I guess Jet and Aster are the ones who do that.
Yeah.
Jet, Aster, and as well as some of the other members of the guard, as a big chunk of people for the first group start going through the portal. It
I'll
does take
say
about like 50 minutes for the first group to first set of 5 groups to go through.
so far this is going smoothly. Let's hope we can keep it this way.
I will say this. While you're setting up the next set of circles, I'm gonna ask the 3 of you to make a perception check. Highest one sees this.
Nat 20
To a what?
to a nat 20 to a what is Aster's perception? It is +4, so 24.
Well, I got a 18, so it doesn't matter because Asta sees it.
That is also a nat 20.
What is your
For
perception?
a 27.
Okay, higher than me, so Jet sees it.
Jet, you do notice in one of the lines, you do hear a older gentleman just going, "Hey! Hey! Get back here, you thief!" And if you were to look in that direction, you would notice like a little bit of like a older German Shepherd dog with like a little bit of a vest on, stealing what looks to be like a container of some liquid from what looks to be like a fruit salesman guy. As he's running off to more of the one at the back of the one of the lines.
Jet's gonna follow the dog with his eyes, see where it ends up going to.
The dog does go towards the back of one of the lines. As if you were to look a little bit closer, you would see like a older gentleman in the back, currently sitting on the ground, a bit sickly at the moment, as the dog kind of just like drops the bottle in his hand as he brings the juice to his lips,
Jet
or at
will
least
walk-
the old man does.
Jet will be like, you lot can handle this. I'll be right back. And Jet's going to walk up to the fruit merchant guy, and just palm him like 5 gold. Just don't fret too much.
Fine is okay.
And then Jet will go to the back of the line and towards the man and just kind of, "You're right, sir."
Unfortunately, Draco cannot join in as he is a bit tired, but what the character that he would have voiced would be this older gentleman, as what you look to see is like old as fuck a drow man.
Oh.
As he is like currently like sipping the juice, and he looks relatively really skinny and frail. As the German Shepherd kind of is just like laying on his lap, and you see on the German Shepherd's vest it says service dog, and you see like a patch that says diabetic. As this is a older drow gentleman, and you could definitely tell in his face as he's just drinking, and he's just like, I'll be all right. Just gotta drink this and let it settle in.
Right. Can I make like some kind of fucking check to see if this guy seems sus? Just something.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Could I argue insight? It's the same thing. I just
Sure.
26.
There's definitely something weird about that guy.
He's
Like,
an older
either a
drow
sense-
man that immediately gives me bad juju.
And the one that you're sensing is it feels either like guilt or just lack of feeling. And I do know one thing that you do smell. You do smell a heavy amount of just various aromas of tea.
Oh, it is.
Jet is gonna. You a tea salesman?
No, I worked for the not Astara, the on Rustique Royals. I made their tea.
Right.
I'm here on vacation. I needed this, but it's been a little bit difficult with the cold.
Mm,
Jet is immediately tipped off. This is the original one, right? Old as fuck drow man.
You don't know.
What, Des-
You don't know.
His name. What was his name? Desmond.
Darwin.
Darwin.
Desmond.
Darwin
So,
Desmond.
would you happen to be Mr. Would you happen to be Mr. Desmond? Darwin Desmond?
Oh, I did not realize my name precedes me. I'm not too much in the spotlight of things. And then this little one right here, her name is Lady. As he gives scritches to the German Shepherd.
Right. And Jet just kind of gets down a little closer, try to be a bit quieter. Are you aware of what happened to the princess's tea? How it was spiked with a specific anxiety-inducing drug?
What? I. Oh no. I don't know what that could be. I just give her the recipe that I've known for generations of my family.
Can I incite that?
Yes, you may.
That is a 23.
You can't really tell if he's lying.
Wasn't there supposed to be a roll for that deception? I didn't hear no dice. I'm joking.
And I'm sorry to say, but the princess was recently drugged with something.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I probably should have paid better attention in case somebody slipped something in. I am so sorry.
Yes, it's a shame. By the way, I just want to ask, as a tea maker, do you have a specific flower that you'd like to use for teas?
Ooh, lavender has always been my favorite.
Lavender. You see, I've personally been partial to what they called spider lilies.
Ooh, no.
Can I get a? Does he?
Those can be dangerous. I don't like using those.
Can I see if that sparks any other kind of reaction in him?
Yes, you may.
20. Let's fucking go. 27.
There is a slight little bit of like, oh shit behind his eyes, but he just goes, oh no. Oh no. That stuff's dangerous. I don't like using that. I knew somebody who did, but I don't like using that.
And might I ask, dear friend, you remember your dealings with the one moment, I just gotta rack my brain.
Is it the Queen of Honorsteig?
No, not the Queen of Honorsteig. I'm thinking of where I'm from,
Stomach.
Stomach. Do you... Thank you. I've
Also,
got so many different...
Also, while you guys play this out, I do need to go use the restroom real quick, so I'm gonna mute.
Okay.
But keep going.
Go do
I'll
that.
listen through my headphones. I have Bluetooth.
And you... Do you remember your dealings with the Stomach house, the matriarch's house?
Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Never mind, it goes the fuck away. Wait. Nope, never mind again. Okay. It's gonna try to sneak up on me now. Fuck. Okay. But he does go, I'm not entirely sure. I'm really old.
Well, that's odd. Usually we retain our memories for a bit longer. After all,
I'm quite old.
Would you say you're somewhere in the ballpark of, old enough to... That's trying to think of something clever to say to just insinuate something. Remember a specific someone, or a specific somewhere? Because one of my friends actually mentioned that they found a very nice shield emblazoned with the crest of some old kingdom. I think they mentioned it was Drakmoon?
Oh, I'm much older than that.
Then you must be old enough to realize that, well, I'm not... You must be old enough to realize that I'm not a fool. After
Well, you
all,
aren't no fool. You seem like quite the nice gentleman.
yes. Though, actually, considering you're a walking relic of history, I might as well ask. Do you have any input on that old tale, like wives' tale, that always goes around Stomach? Usually kept under hushed tones because it's like invoking the wrath of something older than you should probably know about, but invoking the wrath of someone by the name of Nesna?
Ooh, that one's an oldie. I remember living through that. That is one thing one does not forget.
I roll an
Hoo-hoo.
insight to see if there's any additional meaning behind that.
Yes, you may.
That is a 23. Or no, a 24.
There's definitely something more behind that
I see. Yes, I mean, if you were to live through something like that, you would definitely not forget. But this shield of Drakmoon, the friend mentioned it belonged to a specific knight, a good friend of theirs that they met. I don't know when they met them. It could have been a long time ago, or it could have been recently. But considering you seem to know a little about it, do you know of anyone by the name of Oscar?
I know many Oscars in my time. I don't know anyone that lived, or at least lived past then.
See, this Oscar, he was from what I can tell, or what I was told, I should say, he seemed like a very noble fellow and served under the service of someone by the name of the Fair Lady. And you happen to have a hound with you by the name of Lady. Any inspiration?
Oh yes, she was quite the lovely lady from what little I remember. So beautiful, and kind.
Rolling another insight. This
And it just so
motherfucker's
happens to be
getting
that-
grilled.
Yeah, I was about to say, it just happens to be that fucking dog.
That is a 26.
Oh no!
You definitely see the dog's ears perk the moment you mentioned the fair lady.
Oh. Seems like that sparked something in your hound's ears.
Oh, did it? Well, aren't you a sweetheart? But, I think I'm feeling a bit better now. I would like to get up. So could you he kind of just shoos the dog off his lap and just like before like it like tries to like grab something to like help himself get up. Would you mind helping me stand, young man?
Very good.
Jet will just kind of offer a hand. Just
He
to help him up.
Have you lost your mind? Have you lost your damn mind?
Oh, I have something planned. Don't worry.
I don't think you know what's about to happen.
I know what I'm fucking talking about.
you do
Remember that,
help
sir?
you do help him up and like he like puts his other hand on your hand and he's just oh thank you so much. But I do have to ask now that I see it. You look like you're not from around here.
No, I'm a bit of a visitor myself. Seems like you might be too, considering you came here all the way from, Anra after all, working as the tea maker for the royal family. Though it's a bit of an odd coincidence that you came here about, say, or you at least made your way here about 2 weeks ago. After taking a vacation from the royal family. Making your way somewhere, possibly even here, for a reason. I'm onto you. I can see through your eyes. You've got a lot more age than you're letting on there, Black Spider. Just pulls his hands out from his. You're not fooling me.
I fucking knew it too. Ooh.
Honey, be kind.
He's not
kind.
gonna be kind.
You try to take away a
Be
hand and you
kind.
feel this uncharacteristic for a guy his age grip hold on to your hand the moment that you try to pull it away. And this brings a little bit of some worry into your eyes before throughout that entire conversation, he didn't open his eyes very wide, if at all. But then the moment this moment on, with still that smile on his face that he's had the entire conversation, just opens his eyes and I believe it's called the sclera, but just to make sure I'm describing
The color is the sclera.
the white
Wait,
part,
no, the white part is, yeah.
the white part, the sclera of his eyes is just a complete black, with only the iris showing a bit of a purple color. With the very pupil almost whited out slightly. In a way as if it's meant to slightly look inverted.
Okay.
As he's just holding on to your hand, it's just going, is that so? Well, I do know one thing. As you are not from around here, meaning this is none of your business. Meaning I should give you one piece of advice before you go. Leave while you can, or you end up a corpse like the rest of them.
I'm sorry to say, old bastard. I may be a tourist, but I'm deeply involved in this now. After all, what are they going to say about the man who took on the Black Spider and won?
That he's a fool, a dead man, and a cursed man. I need you to make a quick wisdom saving throw.
Is there a possibility I could counter charm real quick?
No, as this is not magical. Or at least technically it is, but it's not being applied magically.
Alright, I'll make a wisdom saving throw. That is actually good. I'm glad I'm rolling good tonight, because I do not want to die to the Black Spider. That's a 23.
That's a fail.
That's a fail! What the fuck do you mean that's a fail?
Fail.
Dude, you should have done what I was thinking. Just be like, fine. And like take your hand out and then say, I'll fucking kill you or something like that.
You feel his nails quickly dig into the flesh of your hand as you feel something shoot up your arm. And you feel something slightly pierce into your head, giving you a massive headache. Before he just says, best cripple the strongest link. As for the next 24 hours, for the next 24 full hours, all your charisma related stuff is taken down by 5. For the next 5 minutes, because you failed, all your charisma relating stuff is halved.
Fucking Jesus.
You
Jet
should have
just
done what I
kinda-
said.
Jet just kind of rips his hand out as best as he can, and just stares at this man and just, like... You best leave before you have a horde on you.
You're not the one leaving the horde behind. As you see like a singe of like kind of blackish smoke. As while this is slightly taking over him, the dog that you see before, it's like slightly covered by the black smoke for a second before you could see the image of a skeleton forming through the dog, as both of them then proceed to disappear, and you feel the ground rumble.
Oh, shit. It was definitely a
Aster?
25 for us, huh?
So Broport brought along the fucking rumbling.
Jet just
Oh, no.
kind of runs back up and, like, just kind of barks out at the guards. Trouble! Lots of trouble! Be ready!
Immediately, Aster stands up and is like, where?
You
Points
feel
in the
the
direction with his-
rumbling underneath you all, as you do hear some people start to panic.
Aster, what would he say? The
I'm
safest place to send them would be... What's closer? The captain's, the captain's guards area or the inn?
It would be the captain's guards area.
Aster says aloud, as loud as he can, says, everybody to the captain's! Now!
As people start panicking and like beginning to run. And let me like, for the sake of placement, I'm gonna quickly change the scene. Because
great.
I will say I did not have a proper bit of energy to make a proper map.
Yeah, my brain's also a little mushified.
Don't worry,
Oof,
you'll
and-
see.
In more ways than one.
I mean, literally IRL. My brain is starting to mush.
That's why I said in more ways than one.
Yeah. See, I told you.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Brain mushing and fogging and crumbling, not rumbling. That dude is rumbling.
No, the ground's rumbling.
Rumbling, rumbling, they are rumbling.
So how about that weather, guys?
How about that weather? How about
How
I
about
saw
that
that fucking coming? Why'd you take
For the
his
sake
hand,
of
you
this,
psycho?
Darling.
I wanted to make a map for this, but I couldn't because I didn't have the mental energy to do it. So we're just gonna use this.
That's fair.
That's fine, that's fine. Nothing wrong
And
with
if y'all
that.
could place your tokens.
Let's see if we can pull this off with just 3 people. And one of them heavily fucking nerfed. Though I suspect the captain will have the guards take care of the people and the captain will join in more than likely. It's a little too
Likely,
big to...
yes.
This is a little too big for him to run.
Uh-huh.
Donnie, I'm not the biggest fan of you right now.
Hee hee. Now,
Me and Austin said you were crazy for taking his hand, and we were fucking right. Ah.
now. Oh wait, why did I do that? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Do you need to add other like civilian tokens or anything, or just that?
No, because I will say this: civilians will not be harmed in this fight.
Okay. Whew.
I don't know if I have the mental fortitude for a fight right now.
Oh no, this is just setup.
Oh. Okay, thank gosh.
But Aster, could you make me a quick deck save real quick?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Aster's Dex isn't like the worst. It actually is. It's decent enough. This might hurt, but still, it's not a bad roll. 17.
So you all begin to realize that this rumbling begins getting closer and closer. And Aster, you look down at the ground and notice that it's breaking underneath you.
Fucking jet! Fucking run!
And as it begins to break further, you begin to be lifted up from underneath the ground and get thrown on your back a little bit, and you are now prone officially. As out crawls from underneath you. Let me edit the name.
Damn, I wish I had gotten a chance. I would have I would have had Aster jump off and cast Featherfall on himself. I was honestly worried it was that big.
And as crawling out of the ground begins to crawl out a big skeleton, relatively tall, taller than Atreus, with a big set of bull horns on his head.
That's a Minotaur. Oh, no.
With as he begins to give a loud roar. As 3 more nearby begin to pop out of the ground.
Oh, no.
Before they all begin to look at you, Aster.
That's fucking bad! I'm gonna get the fuck up and I'll take that risky hit and get the fuck back!
You don't get opportunity attacked just yet.
Oh,
But all of you do begin to hear from a familiar voice that you listened to a while ago.
And then that halves my movement speed, so.
Kill the rest. The sorcerer must be brought in alive.
Oh shit.
And that's
I
where we're
will
going to end tonight's session.
wait. I will. Oh god. Wait, we're ending early.
Yeah, Sonny, we technically have another hour.
Yeah.
My brain is mush, and also I need some wind downtime tonight. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, you're alright.
And also that's part of the reason why I did it, because I knew we weren't going to finish this specific story in this specific battle in simply just an hour. So it's a little bit of an early end to tonight's session for reasons, but it's fun.
Okay,
We
have
goddamn.
we can take all the time that we want tomorrow. That way we don't have to end in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
I'm not available tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. She means
Not
next
tomorrow.
time.
Next session.
Oh, Sonny said tomorrow, and I was like, huh?
What?
Yeah. Nah, it should not be
That might do it on my
tomorrow.
bad.
If we're having another D&D stream tomorrow, it's a shocker even to me, and I'm the streamer.
Okay. Anywho, you all have a wonderful night. My brain is currently being turned into mush.
Bye-bye, Poco.
Abba. If you all need
Bye.
something to raise your spirits, look up a Weibo bird. A Weibo bird is the way to go. Anyways, bye!
Bye.
But in the meantime, because now we technically have at least a little bit of some downtime to discuss some stuff D&D related. How did y'all think of that?
Why the fuck does he need me alive? Is that for a fucking
Fuck.
sorcerer's heart? Oh. It has to be. That has to be what the shit's for. It has to be.
It's gotta be.
What's your theory right now?
He needs Aster's heart to make a sorcerer's heart. Add on to the fact that Aster is probably, if it's not for that, something else very, very fucking valuable. Because sorcerers are strong. Their blood
With the
is
yin
strong.
yin.
Their blood is strong. And I can't say anything else, but I have a sneaky suspicion of something else, Miss, who accidentally spilled some secret to me the other day.
But one thing I also will say to like add a little bit of fire to this is, why would he need your heart? There's already a sorcerer's heart.
We did get rid of it, though.
Did you?
Fuck. Did the guards fuck that up? Did they fuck that up? Really? They had one job. So then it's not a sorcerer's heart, which means it's the thing you accidentally told me. You suck. I know exactly what she's wanting. You suck.
What did you accidentally spill?
Something important that let's just say necromancers need to upgrade themselves. Let's say that.
Yeah. We all know a necromancer needs a twink.
No. Let's say it's the equivalent of a necromancer needs a living being to kind of be something important for them. Because remember what Nesnar's original goal was? Do you remember that, Austin?
Make the perfect undead.
More than that, remember what he tried to do to himself? Remember what he did to Drakmoon?
I'll be honest, not off the top of my head.
He tried to make himself a lich.
Oh.
And I can't say why he needs Aster, but I know why he needs Aster. And people who know liches in D&D lore know exactly what I'm referencing when I say I know what he needs Aster for. and what a lich needs a living person for.
Yeah, Ava, we met the
Don't know.
motherfucker in his like disguised form with a dog, and then after they left, they just both kind of incinerated themselves as they left.
And yeah, we did meet the necromancer. I am. Oh god, there's a lot of people still up because we ended so early. I'm looking to see who all is live. Trying to see if there's anybody in the list playing Dungeons and Dragons. There's actually 2.
Damn, I was hoping that Legends of Adventurous was live. That'd be funny.
No, I don't have the guts for that one.
No,
Damn.
do it. No,
If they no, they're not live.
But I do have somebody who we have rated before, that is doing Dungeons and Dragons tonight, so you guys can still enjoy some Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm happy to be streaming again. There's your raid message, one with my emote and one with universal emote. We will see you guys next week. Sunny, you're a fucking evil woman.
Mhm.
And I'll be honest, I don't know how we're gonna take on 4 with 2 spellcasters and a paladin. That's gonna be an interesting thing.
Oh no, don't worry. I asked Draco for advice, and he said that this was balanced.
Okay.
What?
Well, keep in mind, there's 2 things that will there's one thing we have on our side that still works, even if Jet's nerfed. But yeah. Everybody have a wonderful night, day, evening, afternoon, whatever time it may be for you, and I shall see you guys next week. Bye bye. 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 Everybody else gonna say bye?
Bye.
Sunny!
Sorry.
Say bye!
Bye.
I did.
Oh.